We're very fortunate to be here with Alicia Dongjoo Bang in South Korea. And Alicia has been doing a wonderful thing. She's been encouraging her students and young storytellers in South Korea, international young storytellers, to tell stories they've learned from children in Gaza. So, Alicia, would you like to tell us a little bit and introduce Liam?
All right. Okay. Uh, Before we start, first of all, I would like to express my felt hurt and thanks to David for making this precious event possible. Actually, mm, over the past few months in Korea, we have led a project with the 10 Korean children to share the stories of Palestine children with the world. So I'm delighted to introduce actually three stories told by young Korean storytellers. First one, and Liam. Liam, he is going to tell us four seasons. Actually, he was inspired by Malak from Palestine. So now let's welcome our first storyteller. Yeah, yes, Malak.
Here's
Yeah.
a photograph of Malak telling
Oh,
telling this story. But this is Malak
right.
telling the story of the four seasons.
Yeah, four seasons. Okay, everyone, let's welcome. Actually, he is the international, worldwide storyteller. Is a worldwide, world storytelling champions. Liam, let's welcome our first storyteller. Liam, with a big round of applause.
Hello everyone, I'm Liam Taemin Eom from South Korea. I'm currently receiving training at Story School, which is led by Teacher Alicia. I'm really happy to have the chance to share this special story with all of you today. Today, I'm excited to tell you a very meaningful story. This story comes from Malak, who lives in Palestine, and when I first heard it, it really made me think. In our country, we go through four seasons, which is spring, 봄, summer, 여름, autumn, 가을, and winter, 겨울. And this story helped me appreciate these seasons even more. Now, let's get started. Somewhere, someplace across the seven seas, there lived a man who had four sons. He wanted his sons to learn a very special lesson. It was not to judge a thing or person too quickly. So he made his sons to go and see a tree that was very far away. The first son went in winter, the second in spring, the third in summer, and the youngest son went in autumn. And when they came back, they needed to tell them what they had seen. The first son, who went in winter, said, "Father, father, the trees were ugly, bent, and twisted." The second son, who went in spring, said, "Father, no, the tree was full of green bud and had lots of promise and hope." The third son, who went in summer, said, "Father, father, the tree had lots of flowers with sweet smell and looked so beautiful. It was the most graceful tree I've ever seen." And the youngest son, who went in autumn, said, "Father, father, the tree were full of ripe fruit, drooping down with life and fulfillment." The father gathered the sons together and said, "You are all right. You only saw one season of the tree. The tree in winter can look cold and twisted. The tree in spring is full of new life and hope. The tree in summer has beautiful flowers, and tree in autumn is heavy with fruit. Each of you only saw one season of the tree. He continued. As you can see, we cannot judge a person with just one moment and one season of his life. So you must remember not to judge a thing too quickly. Thank you. This story teaches us a very important lesson. It is not to judge a thing or person too quickly. So we need to remember that people go through lots of moments and lots of time, and that's a very important chance to shape ourselves. So you need to remember to understand each other and not to judge quickly and not rush to judgment. Thank you for listening to my story. Through this story, I reflected on the importance of diverse perspectives. I'd like to ask, what did you think or feel about my story? For me, it was not about what is right or wrong, but about the importance of empathy and understanding. Thank you. 감사합니다.
Thank you so much. I agree with you about empathy and understanding. It's exactly what that story is about that you learned from Malak. And if people would like to show reactions or write in the chat, I'm sure Liam, you can look in the chat as well and see what people are commenting, and maybe you can even respond to people's comments in the chat. It's absolutely fantastic. Well done. Well done. Wow, we've got a few storytellers in South Korea, and Liam's been you at the first, and you've done a great job.